Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 3 Houses Blind. So this is now in the unedited portion, which means there's going to be literally no cuts outside of a quick pause that will look like this. Like so. Otherwise, we're just playing straight through. I'll be cutting away for different videos to finish out this game. So for example, we're going to be looking at support next. And support has a lot of people. A lot. So we're going to go through all of these supports in a single separate video, and then we'll do the end of the month, which is, as you can see, Destroy Shambhala, as a separate video. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's not a whole lot left here, so this might be the end of the game. I'm not sure, but I think this might be the end. Yeah. So, anyway, we are gonna jump right in. So what happened last? Throughout the month, I just did. On the 5th, we did exploration. On the 12th and 19th, I did sets of fights. So I went through 6 different fights. And then the 26th, I went back to exploration again, just to finish out a couple things like repairing my gear. I needed more smithing stones and black sand, so I had to go back and purchase all of that since it's not available in the marketplace, which honestly it should. It's kind of ridiculous that it's not. And yeah, that's it. I think I changed a couple people's classes, but nothing substantial, like Gaspar's now a War Master instead of a Warrior, stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we are going to go ahead and hop right into these supports, and we'll start with Ferdinand. He's got 3 of them to do. So Ferdinand and Dorothea, they're rank A.
Ah, Dorothea. I am surprised to find you here. I did not think you were all that religious.
There's a lot you don't know, Ferdy. But you're right. I'd hardly call myself devout. After all, it was thanks to the goddess and her noble regime that I suffered so much as a child.
You must be quite brave to speak so coarsely in this hallowed place. But what do you mean about suffering as a child?
Do I really have to tell you? Oh, forget it. I'm sure you already know that I'm an orphan. I grew up in the alleys of Enbar, begging for coins, eating scraps, drinking from drains.
I see. I remember seeing street children around the city.
I could have died. Then the right person overheard me singing. And suddenly I was in the opera. I was a songstress. And my goodness, did the nobles like me. The people who used to spit on me and call me an urchin, they praised my voice and my beauty. A nobleman who once kicked me gave me the most gorgeous shoes. I almost asked if it was a joke.
So that is why you despise the nobility. But why do you think I am the same as them? Do you really believe that is the kind of man I am? You think I would ever treat people differently based on appearances? There is nothing noble about that.
Good old Ferdinand. That's something that's never really changed about him. His views on how nobles should help the commoners is, well, noble. Sometimes arrogant and pompous, but noble.
Oh, really? You're something different? That's not how I remember things. It was the very day that I was discovered. I was in high spirits. Nothing was wrong in the world. I secretly bathed in one of the town's fountains, hoping to wash off some of the dirt from the streets. I sang the same song the opera composer overheard earlier that day. And that's when you appeared.
Oh no.
Me? No, it could not have been.
Don't play dumb. You glared at me, the same look I'd gotten from every other noble, then you ran off. When we met at the academy, you were a different person. All smiles and friendly words. You were like a bee, Ferdinand. A bee attracted to a flower in full bloom.
Oh. That's what she meant?
So it was you then, singing that song. Dorothea, please listen. This is a misunderstanding. When I saw you, I could not take my eyes off you. I was hypnotized. Your beautiful voice, your elegant face, droplets of water on your skin that glittered in the sun. I thought you were a water nymph.
Stop it, don't lie to me.
No, it is true. I was only a child. The vision overwhelmed me. That is why I ran. I plucked up the courage to return, but no one was there. I thought perhaps it was a dream.
Maybe I can believe you. I've wanted to, ever since the day you made me those treats. I thought then that maybe you weren't like the others, but there's a lot I have to let go of, Ferdy.
Yeah.
Of course. I am glad we had this conversation. You know, I do not mind you thinking of me as a bee. Life as a simple drone, circling a queen. It actually sounds quite wonderful.
Don't drones keep the queen safe from other bugs? I like the sound of that.
Well then. That was a different turn. So that's what she meant by a bee. I see. Very wholesome, as most of these A's are so far. Now Ferdinand and Mercedes. Let's see what we have going on.
You know, stepping in to prevent extortion, that was quite brave of you.
What? Oh, you're talking about that time in town. I wouldn't say I did anything brave, really. I just asked what was going on.
No need to be humble. Helping the weak is precisely what a virtuous noble does.
I don't think what I did is quite the same thing.
What do you mean by that?
The point I was trying to make is that some things in this world can't be bought or sold with money. I think I let myself get a little too worked up, though. It's just, when I saw it happening, it reminded me of my own past.
Your past? You were originally a daughter of House Bartels, a minor noble family, I heard. You abandoned your title, and now you live as a commoner. Is there more to the story? Pray tell.
Life was becoming difficult for us, so my mother and I fled from House Bartels. We found refuge in a small church in Fargus and lived there for a few years. A man appeared one day and said that he wanted to adopt me. It was obvious that he only cared about my bloodline and crest. The priest refused to let me go, but the man used his money to overwhelm the church. In the end, I had no choice but to leave with him.
You know, it's times like these that I'm reminded that some of the decisions that Edelgard made were sound. Her way of solving those issues was not, but the power of the nobles and the houses and the crests, it all needs to fall. There needs to be a new way to govern. There needs to be a new way for these people to find their freedom, because it's sad.
That soldier we saw? I guess he just reminded me of my adoptive father.
The man who exploited you so that he could join the nobility. Yes, I understand. But I must confess, that part of the story confuses me. There is nothing to gain from having a noble title. What's so funny?
I never thought I'd hear you question the value of nobility, Ferdinand.
Oh, well, that is not quite what I meant. Using someone else to obtain high status, with no effort and no accomplishment? Certainly you can obtain a title like that, but it hardly makes you a noble.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
By the same token, although you are legally a commoner, in your heart, you are a proud and virtuous noble. That is what I think, at any rate.
Okie dokie. What is up now?
Flayn, I hope you will allow me to apologize.
Why would you need to do that?
Last time, when I was working on my armor, you could have been gravely injured. You have been avoiding me ever since, so I want to reiterate how very sorry I am.
I'm not sure that's entirely the case.
So, you are not avoiding me?
To be perfectly honest, I felt a bit embarrassed. When you embraced me before, it really caught me off guard. You're surprisingly strong for how slender you appear. Anyway, it all got me rather flustered.
Oh, I see. Well, I do train quite often. On the battlefield, it is perfectly common to lift up a wounded comrade. It has nothing to do with your gender. In the heat of the moment, I pay no attention to such things. That is, how I would explain it.
I see. So you have a well of strength for embracing people, it seems.
Well, I would not put it like that. Usually, when I embrace people, it is in the context of battle.
Is that so? So the embrace was nothing more than a rescue. Perhaps I was flustered needlessly. I wonder if you would consider embracing me when my life is not in peril.
Whoa, okay.
Huh? Why?
Because I'd like to feel that way again. That's why.
Goodness.
How about it? Or is your capacity for embracing limited exclusively to warfare?
Oh, I see what is going on here. I had forgotten how charmingly ethereal you can be. Very well. As per your request, I shall embrace you again.
I'm delighted. Does right now work for you?
Why, of course. Easily done. Although, perhaps we shouldn't tell Sarah.
Ferdinand doesn't want to die.
Agreed. Better to let this be our little secret.
Wow. Such scandal, a hug. Linhardt and... Oh, Flame. Oh, this should be fun. This should be fun.
Reading anything interesting?
Oh, good day, Linhardt. At the moment, I'm simply browsing history books. Reading these, it's easy to imagine what it would feel like to exist long ago.
Fodlan's history spans thousands of years. We're lucky to have so many detailed records of our past. I have knowledge of how people lived, who they loved, what wars they fought, and why.
As long as it's recorded by someone, you know, unbiased and accurate. Otherwise, history is written by the victors, as they say.
But I'd never describe it as feeling like I was living in the past.
And why not? It's only a figure of speech.
About our shared crests.
Goodness, this again?
There's an experiment I wish to attempt, although it might prove to be a bit troublesome.
A troublesome experiment? You know I do not like pain.
Very few people do, Flame.
Pain? No, there won't... Well, I'm unsure of the results, but that's why they call it an experiment. It would, of course, require that you and I get married.
Go on.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, if bearers of major and minor Cethline crests reproduce...
What?
What crest would the offspring possess, if any? I must know, and thought the question might pique your interest as well.
Linhardt. Linhardt.
Are you actually speaking about a hypothetical future with me? Involving... children?
Of a scientific curiosity.
Yes. Such parentage has never been documented. A whole new field of research awaits. It would be a worthy experiment, and we'd need only 5 or so children for a good sample size.
Do you mind going back to what you mentioned earlier?
Pardon? Which part?
The part about marrying and having children! I've always believed, rather firmly, that marriage is something between two people who love one another.
I like you well enough to advance a field of study to previously unknown heights. How do you feel?
This is the first I've heard of such a thing from you.
Do you imagine I've spent all this time talking to you because I was bored?
Well, I mean, you do give off that vibe, Linhart.
Anyway, I'm pretty worn out now, so let's continue this conversation another time, yes?
Does conversing with me tire you out so much?
Talking to anybody tires me out. Thinking, putting thoughts into words, opening my mouth, all tiring. Do give some thought to my proposal. Think of how far we could advance Crest research, you and I.
Experimental marriage and children? He likes me? I don't understand. I don't understand at all.
I don't understand Linhart either, because that's yeah, that's special. That's special. That was the A rank? There was no resolution to that whatsoever. Ah well. Oh. Really? Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Someone had told me. Oh gosh, I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. Someone had told me in the comments that that I missed this one. Wow. That's a bummer. Oh well, Gaspar and Annette.
Hey, Caspar. Can I ask you something?
I'm guessing it must have something to do with his father, I think, because his father died in the last fight. In Inbar. At least that's my assumption. I could be wrong. Or it could be something related to Edelgard being the leader of the capital. I don't know. It could be a couple of different things. Anyway, that's not important. That's not what we're talking about. Hello, Annette.
Well, hey there, Annette. What's on your mind?
Is there anything you pay particular attention to on the battlefield? Stuff you make sure not to mess up? I don't want to make any major mistakes again. So I've been thinking about how I can improve. But it's trickier than I thought. I was hoping you could give me some direction.
Nothing I can think of. Sometimes you just gotta mess up.
Really? Nothing at all?
Nah, no matter how much you prepare, you're always gonna make mistakes. All you can do is quit worrying and try your best.
I guess that does sound like something you'd say. But I'm not sure how much use it is to me.
Yeah, she's a scholar. She studies. She doesn't like making mistakes. Perfectionist, Annette.
That's too bad. It's a great way to live. You worry about messing up, and all that worry makes you nervous, right? So being nervous on the battlefield is the reason you make mistakes you'd never make in training.
Well, yes. People's lives are on the line. If I mess up, they might actually die. When I think that my failures might put everyone in danger,
You gotta quit doubting yourself. It's not helping.
Nope.
You're obsessing about failures that haven't even happened. What's the point in that?
0.
Sometimes you're gonna mess up no matter how hard you train. That's life.
So what you're saying is, I should stop being afraid of failure and just try my hardest on the battlefield, like I do in training.
Was I not clear on that? You just gotta deal with your mistakes when you make them.
That really is just like you, Caspar. I'm starting to feel stupid for worrying so much.
Yeah.
You're so strong and confident. I really like that about you.
Aw, thanks, Annette. I think you're great too.
Okay, I'm gonna try following your example from now on. It's time I stopped moping around here and put everything I've got into training. Right, Caspar?
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Let's get out there and train. I'll race you to the stables.
Yeah!
Oh, that was cute. Oh. Yay. Okay. Bernadetta and... Got a lot going on with Bernie here. Ooh, we're gonna max out Felix. Yeah.
Hey, Felix! Can I talk to you for a minute?
What is it? I'm listening.
Look, over there! Isn't that a cute kitty?
It is a cute tux.
Oh, I agree. I don't dislike cats.
Here, try this. It's candy, but I promise it isn't sweet.
Oh my goodness, is she buttering him up?
No, thank you. Sweet or not, I don't eat candy.
Hey, are you busy? I've got this great book and...
What are you doing?
Huh?
Why are you so concerned with me?
Cause you're friends.
More importantly, Didn't you used to be shy?
Oh, I'm as shy as ever.
Then why are you following me around?
That's, well, you know how ghosts are only scary because you can't see or talk to them?
You're saying I'm a ghost.
What? No, it was just a metaphor.
There you are, foolish as ever.
That's it. You're smiling again.
Oh.
What?
That's why I've been working so hard to talk to you. I wanted to see you smile again.
I'm disappointed. Such a trivial reason. You're pestering me without a hint of fear just to see me smile. You've really grown up.
Look at his smile.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, why are you being nice? Did something terrible happen? Did you have a falling out with an old friend or something? This is the part where you get angry at me, isn't it?
She's so happy.
Come on. You were saying something about a book I should read?
Really? Well, it's, this one, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I've looked everywhere. I guess Sylvain must still have it. Huh? When did this book get here? Wait, this is mine. And there's something sticking out of it. A letter? Dear author, I read your manuscript quite by accident and duly apologize. However, I also write today to inform you that I enjoyed your story tremendously. I laughed and cried as the heroine overcame her many obstacles, growing stronger with each step. Your literary style presents a unique perspective. I could sense you watching over the protagonist. Wow, so many compliments, and so much attention to detail. The girl's failures are as compelling as her triumphs, since authors are told to write what they know. I believe your tale would not have been so convincing were it not for your own experiences.
Okay.
What? My own experiences? That's a weird way to give praise. Who wrote this anyway? Who would read my story so carefully and then write this long letter to tell me about it? Whoever it is, they must be wonderful. Someone like my dear old uncle. I do hope my letter inspires you to keep writing. Looking forward to the next chapter. Your devoted fan, Sylvain. What? Sylvain? It can't be!
Hey, you Bernadetta. Did you read my letter?
How long have you been standing there?
I'm sorry, but I fell head over heels for your story. It's so good, and I just had to tell you about it. So, what do you say? Will you write more? Why don't we talk literature over some tea?
Oh, I see your plan now. You're out to humiliate me. Very clever, but I'm not falling for it.
There we go again. Was that it? That was it. Okay. That was it. That was the conclusion.
Ah, there you are. I just checked your room, but obviously you weren't in there.
Oh, you didn't break the door down again looking for me, did you?
Of course not. I'm not unreasonable. I just wanted to discuss something with you.
Discuss? Is that really all? Okay, I can handle that.
Firstly, I'd like to apologize for breaking down your door. I'm sorry. It was perhaps a bit rash. There was a period of time, quite a while ago, when I acted much the same as you. I spent many hours locked away in my own room.
You did? Really?
Really? Because I understood where you were coming from, I knew I had to intervene. At a moment's notice, all you care for could be swept away. At that time, is it better to have wasted your energy hiding away? Or better to have spent it honing your skills so that you can lend a hand?
But even if I did train, what's the point? It's not like it would do much good.
Don't speak so disparagingly of yourself. It doesn't help things. You have plenty of strengths.
No, you think so?
Just look how quickly you sprint back to your room, for example. With more practice, I have a feeling you could outrun most anyone. You're also exceedingly talented in the arts. Surely there's a creative way to apply those talents on the battlefield. Stop wasting your breath and energy on putting yourself down. Just try your best. I'm not giving up on you. You have so much power in you, just waiting to be unleashed.
You really believe all that? That's so nice. All right. For you, Ingrid, I'll do it.
Excellent. Let's be on our way.
Yay.
Hey, wait! What are you doing? I didn't agree to this! Put me down! Do you have to be so bouncy?
That got us here much quicker, don't you think? Let's begin.
Wow.
Let's warm up by sparring.
Oh, stop, please! I surrender!
Giving in so soon? There's no such thing as surrender on the battlefield.
That felt like a free time skip. That certainly did. That's okay. So we got Raph now. He's almost at full A. Let's see what this is about.
There he is. Okay, Bernie, you can do this.
Oh, Bernadetta! Sorry, just passing through. Didn't mean to scare you again.
No, it's all right. Actually, I came to talk to you. I owe you an apology. It's, long overdue.
Huh? What do you have to apologize for?
I'm hopelessly terrified of you. So every time I see you, I kind of lose my mind.
Just kind of.
But once you're gone and I get time to calm down, I realize I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you before. I feel awful. I hope you can forgive me.
Come on now. It's alright. I wasn't really that bothered by it. Promise. I should have been more careful not to scare you. I'm a big guy, and my muscles can be intimidating.
No, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault.
How about this? Let's say it's both our fault, and call it even.
There we go.
But you know, I've been thinking. You really are scared of everything. Is there something we can do to fix that?
You mean like a cure?
Something like that. I think we can figure this out. Your biggest fear is talking to people, right? If that's the case, you need to change the way you think about talking.
Interesting.
Right now, you think it's bad, so you're afraid to do it. I figure if you talk to more people, then you'll think talking is good.
Raphael, always dealing with degrees of things. Like, have I eaten enough? No, need to eat more. Am I strong enough? No, need to eat more. Did I kill that enemy in one hit? No, need to eat more. So, talking should be the same for Bernadetta, right?
It might be hard to suddenly start talking to people, though. You're gonna need to take it slow. Oh, I know. Start with me.
I love Raph.
With you? That'll be, tough. Maybe if you turn around, face the other way?
I guess if that's what you need. How's this?
Ah, there you go.
I bet if you get used to talking to me, your fears will go away in no time.
You're, still really intimidating. But, okay, I'll give it a try.
Yay. That's all he wanted. Was a try? Ah, Dorothea. She got 3 of them. Ooh, maxed on Petra.
Oh, Petra, are you researching something?
Yes, I am investigating useful fighting techniques.
You're always trying to become a better fighter. Personally, I'm sick of all the battles.
Yeah.
You are feeling sick about battle? Oh, I understand. Yes, I am also wishing for this war to finish quickly.
Sooner the better. I don't even remember the last time I washed my hair.
Yes, It is hard to be braiding your hair when it is damaged from lack of care.
Speaking of, you know, I don't think I've seen many braids like yours, Petra. I assume it's a hairstyle from Bridget? May I take a closer look?
You may. This style of braiding has been passed down through my family.
How very elaborate. That must take a long time to do.
Your words are delighting me. Braiding it does take up a great amount of time every day.
Oh, she braids it every day?
Every day? Now I suppose you couldn't sleep with your hair like that, could you?
True.
When there's time, do you think you could teach me? It would be fun to match you every now and then.
Oh.
And once I learn how, I can help you with your hair. What do you think?
I am really liking that idea. It would give me great happiness to have our hair match.
I'd like it too.
Dorothea, before I had confusion. I thought you were being overly familiar, but then I gained understanding. Now I am knowing that is how you show your kindness, and I have much gratitude for that. It is impossible to be imagining life without you. You are precious to me.
Oh.
Petra, what a lovely thing to say. I might just cry.
If you will be crying, you can have my shoulder. For your crying.
Oh, I was just playing around. But if I ever do need a good cry, I do hope you'll lend me your shoulder.
My shoulder will always be available for you.
Oh, yeah? So I don't even need to make a reservation or anything?
Don't take this literally, Petra. Please don't take it literally.
A reservation? For my shoulder?
Oh, I just meant... You know what? It doesn't matter.
It's funnier when she does.
What matters is that I enjoy spending time with you. It makes me stop worrying about marriage and status.
If that is the truth, then will you be coming to Bridget with me?
Huh?
When this war is finished, I am wishing for you to be seeing my homeland.
Oh.
You are? Oh my. I'd love to, Petra. As soon as the fighting is done, I'd like nothing more than to see Bridget with you.
Yay. Yeah. That's some good stuff. Hang on, guys. So this is a downside of having so many people in my party. There's just so many supports to go through. No wonder I've got almost 138 hours in this game already. It's just so much talking. Not that I mind it, it's a big old chunk of the game. My goodness, I'm already at 33 minutes recorded here. And we're, what? Maybe a third of the way through? Oof. Alright, let's keep going.
You're following me. Stop.
I am leaving you alone, just as you asked. I may be walking the same way as you, but...
What do you want?
You've made it abundantly clear I'm not to want anything from you, including politeness.
Yep.
I heard a rumor that you're planning to settle down with a noble. I abandoned my family, so you'll have to look elsewhere. Not much to gain from marrying me.
I just find you interesting is all. Is that so odd?
Interesting? I'm not interesting. What do you mean?
I've never met a noble so... unsociable. Yes, that's the word, unsociable. Other nobles are quick to be friends, even if it's just because they might gain something from it.
The Empire's nobility, maybe. The Kingdom's nobility is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
If they are, so what? You should care how others think of you.
Why? I don't answer to them. All that matters is improving my skill. I'll prove my worth on the battlefield. Those people care so much about appearances they can't even see each other. It makes me sick.
Oh, I agree. What's important isn't how someone looks, it's their true nature. I don't pretend to know your true nature. I don't even have a very good understanding of my own. But I suppose you see mine just fine, don't you? Just a silly girl with no thoughts in her head except for marrying a noble. Yes? Goodbye, Felix.
Yeah, Felix does have some issues because he is so concerned about his own problems that he can't identify other people with their own problems. But that's okay. That's just who he is, and And as a rank, I guess rank B, is that what this is? As a rank B connection, it's not surprising that's how that exchange went. But imagine they'll come to some understanding once we hit A. Is there an A? There. Oh, there's 2 A's. Yeah. Yeah, they'll definitely come to an understanding. Well, with Manuela, this should be about the
Dorothea?
opera.
You look as if something's terribly wrong.
I do? Oh, nothing's wrong. Not really. I've just been thinking about the future. And what happens when the war is over.
But the war is technically over. I mean, know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And tell me, what is your vision of the future like?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I guess I don't know what to expect. In my life, I've met all sorts of people who've lived lots of different ways. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to live. I'm free, unlike so many people. I have the ability to take control of my own fate. Like you.
Well, I quit the opera to join the Officers' Academy as a professor. Then I joined this war because, well, I don't know. I'm hoping for an end to it. Peace for the world. Even though I took control of my own fate, I still haven't found the man of my dreams.
You'll find him. He's out there somewhere. You know, there is one thing I want for the future.
So, you've got a dream after all.
Well, it's a dream I've always had. You'll think this is silly, but I'd like to stand beside you.
Oh.
I don't get it.
When you left the opera company, I took your place. I stood center stage and sang, and everyone cheered for me. I wish the cheers were for me and you. I wish we stood on that stage together.
I have to tell you something. The first time I saw you on stage, I felt you were the one I wanted to hear sing. I already had plans to leave the opera company, but when I met you, I knew I couldn't leave until I saw you take your rightful place.
Goodness.
You're right, though. It would have been nice to stand beside you on stage, even just once.
Maybe we weren't together then, but we're together here, now. And in the future, maybe it won't be so bad if you never find that man of your dreams.
What do you mean by that?
Goodness, a little grumpy.
You and me. I won't find a guy either. We can just be together. I think that'd be pretty nice, don't you? Living together and doing whatever we want.
Huh. You know, that could be nice. It'd be like you and me, finally together on stage.
On the stage of life.
The lights shining down, our gowns and jewels sparkling. Just us.
Sparkling in the stage lights forever.
Well, that sounds like a fine idea. Don't always need to find a significant other. That isn't the lifestyle for everybody. I hope that if that's what you desire, that you do find someone, but at the end of the day, if you're content with being with others, not necessarily a romantic partner per se, then more power to you. Godspeed. Do what makes you happy, you know? Petra and Ignatz, because Caspar wants to have to do that on a different playthrough, I guess. Anywho.
Ignatz, I am having a request.
Huh? For me?
Yes, only you can be helping me.
Something only I can do? That's a lot of pressure. What's it about?
Ah, the voices are different again. I know I've complained about this in the past, but it still bothers me. The inconsistency with the voice lines, because of this time skip. Anyway.
I want to borrow your lens. Your glasses. I have curiosity.
Oh, you want to try my glasses? All right.
I have so much gratitude. I will be trying them now.
So, Petra, what do you think?
The world appears blurred. Oh, my head feels dizzy.
Goodness, she looks very bespectacled.
The danger for being sick is now very high.
Petra, take them off. If you lean on me that hard, I'm going to... Ah! How are you feeling?
I am feeling much better now. You have my thanks.
You're welcome? I guess you shouldn't wear glasses unless you need them.
Yes. I do not have friendliness with glasses. Like heroes' relics, only certain people can be using them.
Glasses are like heroes' relics. What a funny thing to say.
It's clever, I like it.
It is not for a joke. I was saying the truth.
Ooh.
Your glasses are only for you to use. But I give thanks for you showing them to me.
Petra's always so serious. Relics, glasses. I never thought about it like that.
And now you'll never stop. Felix, you have so many people to hang out with. Oh, Sylvain, we're maxing this one out. Are we in a bromance?
Sylvain! Hey, Felix. I'm glad you're safe. You irresponsible fool! Protecting me like that? You're so weak and yet you always... Look, it doesn't matter. As long as you're safe. You can go on living, while I... Stop kidding around! You're not going to die. I won't let you! Nah, I won't die on you, I promise.
What a douche.
You think something like this could kill me? No way. A little magic will take care of the wound. Some bed rest, then I'm good to go out and do it all over again. Sylvain? Oh, come on, that was funny. It's not like you to be so concerned.
You really are a fool. The biggest in all of Fodlan. I thought something was off. There's no way you could die from such a small cut.
I mean, infection, but with magic around. Is that even a thing?
You're so reckless and inattentive. I thought this might be divine punishment.
Hey, that's not nice. You should be thanking me.
I am grateful. You've been doing this since we were children. Constantly fooling around, but then showing up and helping when we really need you. I'll admit, seeing that smile on your face, I almost want to give you a hug. Almost.
Almost.
A hug? Did you get hit on the head? Come on. Tell me you want to hug me again. I liked it.
I won't be repeating it, you halfwit. You're obviously fine, so I'll leave now.
You know how we grew up together?
Obviously.
Do you remember the promise we made when we were kids? About sticking together until we die together?
Ooh.
I remember.
Well, I'm really not trying to get myself killed before you. You know that, right?
I know. But I'm tired of these close calls. You have to stop fooling around. Take your training more seriously. You can die whenever you please, but I'm not going down with you.
Okay, I get it. Once I've healed, I'll get my act together.
Until the next time I do it.
Then I hope you have a speedy recovery. Sylvain, thank you.
Is Felix blushing? He's blushing.
That's what friends are for, Felix.
No, it takes a lot for him to thank you. Aww, A+. Her face just... She's so pleased to be in this conversation of ellipses.
Do you need something? Let's hear it.
Ellipses? Ellipses. Wow. Jax. Moving on.
Oh, no, I don't need anything. I was just hoping to talk to you, Felix.
When I said you could be near me, I meant on the battlefield. You're pushing it a little too far. You better not start calling me
You know, I'm not just using you as a stand-in for my brother. I don't mean to upset you, but I've come to realize that you two don't have that much in common after all.
I don't understand. Why are you hanging around me if not to replace your brother?
It's not that I want to be near Emil, but I want to be near you.
What?
Surprise.
How embarrassing. It must sound like I'm coming on to you. Regardless, you've made it clear that you don't want me around.
No. It's not that.
Good. Then I'll continue to spend time at your side.
What a perplexing creature.
What's that? Did you say something? Never mind that. Why don't we go out for a nice cup of tea?
I can't think of a reason to refuse your invitation, so I suppose I have to accept.
2 blushes in a row? I feel so honored, Felix. No. Such a cutie. Alrighty, 2 more to go. Ingrid's actually finishing out, but Annette, not quite there. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, how I just love to clean the library room. Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. A flash, and then a big boom.
If you blow up the library, where will we put the books?
A flash, and then a big bang! What are you doing here, Felix?
I heard singing.
You were watching me again, weren't you?
Well, your skill is impressive, I'll admit.
Oh, today of all days. I knew I should have chosen a different song.
A different song? Like what?
There are multiple songs.
Any of them. The box song, or maybe the dungeon song.
Ooh, the box song.
Now those sound interesting.
That's my favorite song.
No, they're just regular songs. Forget it. While you're here, can you help me clean up? I need the books on that shelf up there, but I can't reach them.
Oh, sure, no problem. What? You're not going to sing anymore?
No way! It's too embarrassing. And that song isn't even finished anyway.
Oh, but Felix wants to hear the song.
Ah, that's too bad. I wanted to hear what happened after the library was blown away.
Hey, don't look at me like that. Okay, fine. If you insist, I'll sing just a bit more. Oh, how I just love to clean the library room. Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. A flash, and then a big boom. Suddenly the deed is done. My, what a great job I did. Who says cleaning isn't fun?
Huh. That doesn't really explain what happened with the library. Maybe they'll build a new one?
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Felix is he's like the antithesis of Raphael, but just as what would I say here? Like, Raph is something that is just wholesome and kind and wonderful, and I would never replace him in any way or change him in any way. Felix is the same way. There's not a necessarily a wholesome aspect, but there's just this literal sense of how he approaches things, this very analytical, calculating way that he approaches that I really wouldn't change, because it makes everything so wonderful sometimes. Ah, Ingrid.
Why are you taking over my cleaning responsibilities?
You're wounded, and you're going too slowly. I couldn't stand to watch.
You're still fretting over me, are you? I'm fine now, really. It wasn't even serious.
I could have handled the situation alone. That enemy wasn't much of a threat.
Yes, we all know you could have. But I also didn't want to risk something unforeseen befalling you. I've been doing some thinking. I feel a bit lost. I don't know that I'm cut out to be a knight after all.
Oh, but you're amazing on the battlefield.
Without fulfilling that dream, without being a knight, I've been asking myself where my place is in the world. And I think I found my answer. I don't want to lose anyone anymore.
Oh.
So I want to protect those I hold dear.
That's why you were protecting me, huh? What a fool you are.
Foolish to act in line with what I value most? Were I to die, I would die knowing I followed my heart, my truest calling. I've been reading through more of that book I was telling you about. Recall the hypothetical question it posed? Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
Right.
You've been reading that garbage again?
The book never specified that one should prioritize the commander's orders. Instead, it suggested that one should follow their heart in the matter. That's what a knight, that's what anyone being true to themselves should do.
See, this actually comes up at odds with the conversation between Catherine and Caspar, where Catherine says that basically you have to give yourself to an ideal and live by it and do what you gotta do. Now, Ingrid is a little different. Ingrid, she's reading her own studies, and I mean, she's getting different answers, coming to different conclusions. And I wonder if it's because she's not conferring with Catherine, who is a devotee. But Felix, who is not devoted to a person, but to an ideal, it's a little different. Catherine's devoted to a person. Felix is an ideal.
That's just the editor's opinion.
Also the editor's opinion.
Of course. And I find value in that opinion. Glenn died following his heart, not heeding the commands of the country or even the royal family. I will follow his example. No matter the outcome, no matter the circumstance, I believe in myself.
You know nothing.
What is it that you know then? What is it you fight for, Felix?
My own beliefs.
I see no difference from my own stance.
Right?
You don't understand.
You fight to be stronger than everyone, that you might protect those you care for, correct?
Okay, fine. You do understand. My point is, don't let this happen again. If you died, I'd be annoyed.
To avoid annoyance, then, I suggest you continue to grow stronger. If that happens, I might allow you to protect me too.
You're insufferable.
Wow. So that... And I guess one could call that was the conclusion, but didn't feel like it went anywhere specifically. Oh well. Ingrid and Ash, this is only rank B.
Do you know this legend, Ingrid? It's about the Battle of Fodlan's Throat.
Oh yes! I know it like the hilt of my sword.
With so many valiant knights appearing in this story, I couldn't help but wonder which was your favorite. I really like this one, the one in the middle, the knight who stands in defense of the Duke.
Such a wonderful knight. One of my favorites as well.
That makes sense. He's so noble and virtuous. In fact, he kind of reminds me of you.
Thank you. You remind me of him as well. You are honest, as is he.
No, I'm nowhere near as great. Maybe someday. Maybe if we work hard together, we can both become knights as glorious as the one in this story.
Maybe so.
Together, yes. Now wouldn't that be something? If only we could.
Huh?
Ash, the legends are exactly that. Legends. They're not indicative of real life. The cards we are dealt are what they are. We can work with what we have, but we can't change what's in our hand.
What's that supposed to mean?
I long to serve His Highness as a knight. The sort of knight that legends are written about. But I was born bearing a crest, and with that comes responsibility. Whether I like it or not, I am the last hope of House Galatea. I am the only one who can carry on the family bloodline and restore our lost fortune. To do that means setting aside my own dreams and ambitions.
I think the timeline's getting a little wonky here with this time skip stuff. Didn't she say something about the fact that she had come to a conclusion that she would pursue her own future, like with the support with the main character? I feel like that's what she did. I could be wrong. It's been a while, like months ago, but I don't know. Again, I feel like the timeline's a little wonky here.
Though I've turned my back on House Galatea, what is expected of me as a crest bearer has not changed.
Oh. Well, there you go. There's the line. She turned her back on House Galatea. What makes the last line really weird?
You still have the right to pursue your dreams.
Ash, I must ask something of you.
Yes, of course. Anything.
My dream is aligned with your own. Please, for both of us, promise to see yours through.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll never be able to see my dream through. Doing so would mean terrible misfortune for others. So, I am bound by honor not to follow through on my own dream. But I can help you achieve yours.
My goodness.
Come on, this isn't like you at all. Please, don't smile when your eyes are so sad.
Oh, that's really sad. Also, a really odd change of voices in the middle of that. I'm going to complain about that every time it comes up. I am so sorry, guys. It's so obvious when it happens. So we got 2 quick B's here for Lawrence and Sylvain. This should be a thing.
I just wanted to say that I've been watching, and I'm really impressed by how hard you work. Very dedicated for someone so young.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank you.
I really admire your everything. But, you know, everybody needs to relax now and then. I was wondering if maybe you and me could...
I'm quite busy. I should get going. Bye.
That was difficult to watch.
Lawrence, ever since you started hanging around, I've had no luck. Usually, if I show a girl I'm mature, noble, and interested, she's an easy catch.
Oh my gosh, Sylvain, I want to punch you in the face.
Your logic is sound, I will admit, but your results are less than entirely convincing.
I am facepalming so hard right now. Lawrence is like, you know what? You're right. But your execution is flawed. Let me show you how it's done.
Honestly, all this talk of maturity and experience from a shallow person like you is rather laughable.
Shallow? What? Like your nobleness as some properly cultured man of the world?
Naturally, my bearing is as elegant and refined as silk. Observe.
Oh no.
You seem to be deep in thought. Is there something on your mind? Please, allow me to lend you my ear. I will gladly shoulder any of your burdens.
Oh, thank you. But it's not something I really want to talk about.
So harsh. Even the slightest worry, I would have been happy to listen.
Why, yes. Your silky bearing was quite impressive. You're always going on about nobility, but that's no way to win a woman. Your problem, and I may have told you this before, at least twice, your problem is you're pretentious.
That's rich coming from you.
Look, there are a couple of pots and kettles. This is so bad.
Your bearing is so flippant that you utterly fail to gain a lady's trust. How can you not see that?
All I'm failing to see is you getting a girl's attention.
How dare you?
Listen, I'm sorry. That was me. And you're probably right about me not being serious enough.
I will concede, I feel the same. Enough at least to keep your advice at the back of my mind. I was a touch too stubborn.
It's the same in battle, isn't it? If you don't bend a little, you fail.
Even so?
Yeah, with that being said...
I will outclass you, Sylvain.
Bring it on, Lawrence.
Oh my gosh, these two. They're a disaster. A disaster in the making. Ugh. Oh no, not him and Flayn.
Sylvain.
Hi. Why do you look so down? But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord, can I assume you figured out I'm not a monster?
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you earlier, Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation.
True.
I've got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her. Like you, for instance.
Wow.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my magic will help heal you.
Huh? No, I didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's move on. Can I take this to mean everything is good between us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
Ooh, a meal.
You would treat me to a feast? That is very kind of you.
A chance to spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure.
Is there gonna be fish?
Your voice like birdsong. Your eyes clear as diamonds. But above all...
Above all?
I'm drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms, Flayn.
Yay.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess a girl as cute as you would get a lot of compliments.
Anyway, what type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake. Oh, I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one.
Indeed.
Sheltered girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff. But she's much too savvy, even for a smooth talker like myself.
This is the part where Seth pops up from behind the desk in that back, and he's just like, Sylvain, you stay away from her. Because we all know that Seth is probably hanging around in the rafters all the time around Flayn. All the time. Alright, Mercedes and Lawrence. Rank B.
Mercedes, I have to insist that you take up a position behind me on the battlefield. I must protect the common folk, and you have been in danger rather frequently of late.
I appreciate your concern, but I can take care of myself. Everything is about nobility and common folk with you, Lawrence. It's tiresome.
Tiresome? I am only fulfilling my duty.
Is that to say you would have left me lying on the floor in pain, had it not been your duty to assist?
Yay.
You mean when you were hurt on my account? I still would have assisted you, as any commoner would have. It is simply a matter of perspective. And if I were common-born, I would not have simply let you leave without... Never mind. Forgive me.
Excuse me? Are you implying that you would have taken advantage of me if you were lowborn?
Oh boy.
What? No! And I am no longer interested in the hypothetical nature of this conversation.
Oh, Lawrence, you'll never change.
What do you mean?
I find myself growing irritated just looking at you.
Is that so? I fail to see exactly how I am so irritating.
You claim that you don't want to be involved with common women, don't you? But I know deep in your heart you love being around us. You're willfully ignorant to that. I hope you know what you're depriving yourself of.
I am certain I've told you before that my marriage must be beneficial to House Gloucester. I've not the time for fruitless courtship.
Fruitless? How can you say such things? What would happen if you fell in love with a commoner?
Nothing at all. I accept the role that I must play, and any sacrifice that must accompany it.
So, your duty as a noble is more important than your own feelings.
That sounds about right for Lawrence.
Naturally.
If that's true, then your whole existence is rather sad.
Oof.
I am afraid you misunderstand. This is my choice. There is no cause for pity.
I think I've heard enough. I have to go.
Yeah. 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 I like Mercedes a lot. She's so disarming, and then she goes in for the kill. Alright, Annette and Lysithea. Not a whole lot to do here. It's B and that's it.
Oh, you're still here? Lysithea, hi. Did you forget something? I did. What are you reading? Just something I found. Though there are things in here I don't quite get. Is that the Compendium of Light and Dark? It is! Amazing how you could tell that just from a glance at the cover.
I've read it so many times, I have nearly the entire thing memorized. That said, it does seem to take liberties with some topics, so be aware of that while you're reading it. Wait, really? Yikes. Thanks for the warning. You've got quite the stack of books here for only wanting to brush up on one thing. I knew you were a hard worker, Annette. No, not as much as some people. Oh, sorry. There I go again. It's alright. In getting to know you, I've taken some time to self-reflect. I used to think that I worked harder than anyone.
Used to.
But I'm not so sure anymore. I have to work even harder to keep pace with you. Oh no! But then I'll have to work extra hard to keep up with you! Well, if you work extra hard, I'll need to work super duper extra hard!
Oh no, let's just stop. Let's just stop.
Oh, come on! Fine. Super duper quadruple extra hard it is!
Oh dear.
Okay, that's enough. We could do this forever, but we've got better things to do.
Like doing things super duper quadruple times better.
Sorry. It's fun to see you get carried away like that, though. I'm glad we had this chat. I feel excited to continue working super duper extra hard now. I'm lucky to have someone like you around to inspire me. I feel the same. I'll do my best to keep pace with you. Why are you smiling? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how nice it is that we can motivate each other like this. It is nice, isn't it? But I still intend to surpass you.
Grr.
Nuh-uh, I'm gonna surpass you. But before that, could you explain this part of the book to me? I'm not quite sure how someone of your caliber is struggling with this one, but let me break it down for you.
Okay. Cute.
Thank you for volunteering to clean this room, Miss Annette. Most appreciated.
Don't worry about it. It's the least I can do to repay you for all you've taught me. It seems like a small payment, honestly. I wish I could do more.
In that case, I have nothing to worry about.
Whoops.
The bookshelf? But it's not even dusty.
Dirt always lurks in the places you can't see. Best of luck on your hunt.
So what did he say? Do make sure the bookshelf as well. Be thorough. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. Leave it to me. Oh, there are a lot of rare books here.
Miss Annette, please stop jumping on the stool. You'll tumble down and crack your skull.
That'd be my responsibility to put your brains back in.
Huh? Whoa!
Miss Annette, are you all right? Can you stand?
Yes, I'm fine. Sorry.
What a blessing. Neither the books nor yourself came to any harm. Here, I'll help you clear them up. Oh my, the inside of this bookshelf is quite filthy.
So dirt was lurking in the places we couldn't see, just like you said.
And we found it thanks to all the books falling. Every cloud has a dusty lining.
This dirt is really bothersome.
Agreed. Shall we endeavor to get rid of it together?
You can count on me.
Steady. Don't go leaping about in your enthusiasm.
Well, okay then. How much more? We are wrapping up very soon, looks like. Ignatz and Marianne's B rank.
Ignatz, hello. What are you up to?
You frightened me.
Oh, calm yourself. What is it that you're drawing?
I thought I'd jot down some sketches of everyone while they're training. And then later on, I'll try to practice their moves on my own. But I can't really concentrate on sketching if someone's watching me.
Just sketches, Well, even so, they're lovely. There's such life in them. It's as if they're moving on the page before my very eyes.
You really think so? You know, I always hoped to be an artist.
With skills like that, I'm quite certain you could easily make a living of it. And your demeanor is different when you draw. Bolder somehow. Ah, yes, there's an idea. Perhaps in the future you will join my retinue as my personal painter. Wait, have we not discussed this arrangement already? I had decided to take you into my service as a knight, had I not?
Oh boy.
Becoming a knight was my father's idea. Being an artist is out of the question, I'm afraid.
So you've said. Well then, I suppose you shall simply have to become a knight, who also paints.
A knight who also paints?
Yes, paint me surprised.
I have seen your talent and can attest to it. Your gifts are too great to wither away in obscurity. A knight with the rare gift of artistic talent would be most welcome in my employ.
I had never thought of that. Still, I don't understand why you'd want me as one of your knights. As a fighter, I'm unremarkable.
There is more to knighthood than combat. Courtly manners, a dignified bearing, and an aesthetic sensibility are also essential. A knight with an eye for art and the talent to create it is sure to improve the image of the nobility.
Lawrence, I'd never have guessed you were prone to such eccentric ideas. Thank you. I'm feeling a little more confident after hearing your kind words.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, no cause for thanks. It is a noble's duty to provide guidance to those in need.
Alright. Oh, we got a bunch here. Raph and Ignatz. Oh, wow. Almost everybody is an A rank, too. Nice.
Hey, Raphael. Reading a letter?
Well, if it isn't old Ignatz. I got a message here from my sis.
Oh, a letter from Maya. I haven't seen her in so long. I bet she's all grown up.
Nah, she's still a shrimp. It's been a while since I saw her. But she's probably only up to your shoulders.
Wow. I can't believe she's gotten that tall.
I wrote to tell her about how we're friends again. Do you remember this?
Is that the picture I drew for her?
She sent it along with the letter. I guess she held on to it since we were kids.
Oh.
All right, that's enough looking. She said to show it to you and send it right back.
To think she's handling my little doodle with such reverence. That warms my heart. I remember the day I gave Maya that drawing. She looked so happy. Before then, I never knew I could make people happy with art. It was a revelation. I've been drawing and painting ever since, in hopes of becoming an artist one day.
Yeah.
You're much better now, so it must be paying off. I bet you could be a real artist.
No, that's not possible, I'm afraid. I have to consider my parents' wishes.
Who cares what your parents want?
Right?
It's not like you're a noble or nothing. Your fate is your own.
Yeah.
Huh. You think so?
I know so. And I'm gonna support you with whatever dream you got. Okay, let me see. What's the first step to follow your dreams? Oh, got it. You should paint me.
Oh my goodness.
Paint you?
Yeah. I want my little sis to know how good I'm doing here. So I gotta send her proof.
I didn't realize that Ignatz was into drawing mountain ranges.
Plus, she'll be doubly impressed if it's a painting you made.
Dude's buff as heck. She'll mistake him for a
Good point.
landscape.
I can certainly try to capture your likeness. I'll paint you with a warm, cheerful expression on your face to bring Maya comfort.
Oh.
My face? No way! You gotta get my muscles in there. Mostly my chest and arms.
Are you sure that's what she'd want to see?
Wait! Before you start painting, I gotta get me a little more training in. If my muscles aren't bulging, then what's the point?
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure about this.
Lovely. Raph and Flane. Oh, that's right. The battle cry. Oh, I'm gonna love this so much.
Whoa! Yeah! Rah! Yeah! Nice work. Here you go. Drink up.
Oh, thank you. This water tastes absolutely divine.
Your shouts are really coming from the gut now. I bet you're getting stronger too.
I'm not so sure I'm stronger, but somehow when I shout, I'm able to move more books than normal. Although my brother becomes very anxious anytime he hears me shouting. I do suppose my body feels a bit sturdier now, though. I'm so very grateful to you, Raphael.
Oh no, thank you! I'm just happy to have someone to shout with.
But doesn't all this shouting keep you from your precious workout regimen?
Nah, don't worry about that. I think I'm in better shape now than I was before. My muscles work overtime when they hear you shouting so close to me.
Isn't that wonderful? Come along, Raphael's muscles. We can do this. It is my wish that someday I'll be able to lift a log all on my own with these arms of mine.
This is all adorable. It's so adorable.
I'm sure they will. I used to think you were a lost cause, but look at you now. If you really want to get there, you gotta start training your muscles when we shout, all right? You've already got big brains. But if we can get you big muscles too, you're gonna be invincible.
Invincible? I like the sound of that.
So adorable, so cute. Oh my gosh. Raph and Shamir. Oh, part 1 of Rank A.
Shamir.
Raphael?
Ooh. Sneaky.
All right. That went better than I thought. You make funny sounds when you're scared.
I wasn't scared. Forget that happened. Still, I'm impressed. You managed to sneak up on me. Not many can do that.
It's cause I practiced that in-out-out breathing you showed me. I practiced until I passed out. It was worth it though. I've been able to get real close to enemies lately without them noticing.
Nice.
I think I pretty much got it figured out. Sneaking up on you is a good sign.
True. To be honest, I didn't think you had it in you. I never thought you'd be able to suppress that unbearably palpable presence of yours. I respect anyone who could learn so much in such a short period of time. You might even be ready for a recon mission.
Recon? With you? And me? Together?
Why the surprise? I said you were ready.
Right?
Wow! I never thought I'd get to go scouting with you. I guess that practice really is paying off. Whoa! Was that a smile?
Calm down, Raphael. Are you really that excited to go with me? Your presence may have dimmed, but your emotions are hitting me like a tidal wave.
Oh, sorry. Is there a way to breathe and hide those too?
No. That requires different training. From someone else. I'll keep you informed about the recon mission.
Okay, great! Looking forward to it!
Oh, so cute. We have a second part to do on that at some point. Oh, but I think we're out of time. That's okay. That's okay. So Ignatz and Marianne.
Huh. What's that about?
What is that about?
Marianne, I saw you on the training grounds earlier. It looked like there was an argument.
Oh, no. It was nothing.
Are you sure? Nothing happened at this morning's training?
Well...
Okay, tell me what happened.
I just couldn't keep up with the rest of the group. Everyone got so mad at me. They said something about looking into their eyes so I could read their movements, but I couldn't do it.
Oh.
They may have a point.
I'm a hindrance to everyone. I can't do it.
Of course not. That goes without saying. It's hard to accomplish anything on your own. Look at me. By myself, I'm worse than useless. Can you see where I'm going with this? To succeed, you have to cooperate. You can't do that if you're not paying attention to nonverbal cues.
Huh?
Please, try looking up. Looking people in the eye. You'll see some things that you've never seen before.
Good call, Ignatz.
People worry about you and rely on you. You'll see that on your allies' faces. In a way, you'll see what they're thinking.
You may be right. It was my fault for looking down. Thank you, Ignatz. I appreciate your encouragement.
Of course. Look, we both saw the sunset and appreciated its beauty. Nature communicates without words. We can do the same. We don't need to speak to be understood. Stop staring at your feet. Look at us. That'll be a good start.
Yeah.
I can certainly try.
Yay.
Huh.
Is something wrong? Did I say something to upset you?
No, you made eye contact.
Oh no, to the contrary. I just realized that I was missing something. A thing of remarkable beauty. Right under my nose.
Remarkable beauty?
What? Don't mind me.
Oh. In comes the Cutosaurus Rex. Hilda. Oh my goodness, how is this gonna go? I don't remember this one at all.
Oof. Capsized the teapot. Tea leaves on the carpet. This'll be fun to clean up.
Hey, Hilda. Is something wrong?
Ignatz. I accidentally knocked over my teapot. I'd drunk all the tea already, thank the goddess, but the tea leaves went right into the carpet.
Oh, that's a mess. Here, let me help. I can leave stains if you're not careful.
But don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh no, don't worry. I'm on a break.
Huh.
What's that in your hands? Oh, painting supplies. You were gonna go do some painting, weren't you?
Ah, yes. The weather's quite splendid, and I found a place where some gorgeous flowers are blooming. But the flowers aren't going anywhere this second. Let's clean this up.
Okay. Thanks, Ignatz, and sorry to keep you away from your painting.
That's okay. It didn't stain, at least. We picked all the leaves out of the carpet.
Still going painting? Or is it too late in the day?
No, I think time-wise it'll be fine.
Yay.
If you're not doing anything, Hilda, would you care to join me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Forget what I said. I'm sure you're busy anyway.
You didn't let me say anything.
She's just kind of surprised.
Well, no, but you didn't reply, so I thought you didn't want to.
I never said I didn't want to. I was just surprised.
Right?
I'd love to see those pretty flowers you mentioned. I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you're glad?
Of course I am. I like being invited to things, silly.
Dilly goose.
Right, of course. It's affirming.
Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. So there's no need to worry that an invitation is burdening someone. It feels good to be asked.
Of course. Well then, in addition to seeing the flowers with me, would you like to help with my painting?
I wouldn't want to screw up your opus. I'm not much of a painter.
No, I meant that I'd like to paint you, with the flowers all around you. Oh, that's too much, isn't it? Forget I said anything.
Goodness.
Silly, you didn't even let me answer. But you're right, I'm not up for that.
I'm sorry,
I'm not up for that, unless your painting of me will look really, really cute. Can you make that happen?
Huh? Yes, of course. I'll paint you cute as a button.
Good. Shouldn't be too hard. I can feel a very cute smile coming on.
Hey. Hilda is such a character. Oh boy. Ignatz and Leone.
Ah, Leone. Off to train?
Already done. What about you? Off to draw?
No, I'm on my way back. I was thinking of adding a little color to my latest piece, so...
Come to think of it, I've still never seen your work. Here, let me take a peek.
It doesn't work like that. You have to let me know in advance. I need time to prepare.
As a fellow artist, I know that feeling very well. Please. This is not presentable yet.
Lighten up. Wow, look at all that paper. Are these all drawings? What should I look at first?
Wherever we travel, I try to capture the feeling and character of the landscape. I guess they've all kind of piled up. Each place is unique. Not just the geography, but also the clothing and architecture and so on. everywhere has its own design sensibilities.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be only one way to do stuff like engraving, but it actually varies a lot.
Just within the Alliance, the styles are quite different between the North and South, and the Empire's even more diverse.
Oh, here's a landscape. What a bright blue sky. You really make it seem alive.
The blue of the sky changes with the season too. In the summer, it's darker, and yet in the winter, it's almost luminous. And, of course, the landscape below affects the sky's appearance by virtue of contrast.
Right.
It's hard to get the color just right, so I spend a lot of time experimenting with pigments and... Oh no. I'm so sorry. I've been talking your ear off.
Listen, Ignatz, you need to become a painter.
Right?
Huh?
Don't say it's not useful. Your talent moves people. Someday, I'm sure your art will save someone's life.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wouldn't go nearly that far.
Remember that girl you told me about? You made her so happy, and you were only just starting out. Think about what you could do now that you've had so much practice. This is your calling.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah. It's something you can do that no one else can. I envy you. I wish I had a gift like that.
Aw.
So stop apologizing for your talent and just do it.
Thank you, Leonie. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to think about.
Indeed. Alright, we're about to wrap this up. Hilda and Leonie, rank B, max.
Hey, Hilda. You said you wanted to talk? Whoa. What's with all these expensive necklaces? Why do you have them all laid out like that?
Pretty, right? I'll let you choose whichever you like.
Huh? Why would you do that?
Just choose. I want you to have one.
I'm not gonna accept a gift like that without a reason. Even with a reason, I'd probably decline.
Look how gorgeous they are, though. Wearing beautiful things gives you energy.
Maybe for you.
Yes, for me. Why would it be any different for you?
Because to me, those are just fancy decorations. Take this one, for example. How did you come by it?
This was the first necklace I picked out for myself. It doesn't suit my style nowadays, so I don't often wear it.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. The sentimental value of each one. These necklaces are nice and all, but I don't have any special feelings or memories about any of them.
That's a good call.
But this charm, it's packed with things I don't want to forget. Captain Gerald's teachings and a lot of memories, too. Even if to you, it's just a dirty hunk of wood.
I do understand. But still, you're not going to be very popular with the boys if you keep wearing that dirty old thing.
Meh.
Like I care about that.
You can drop the whole stony-faced act. Come on, I'm offering to help you here. I could even make a charm for you as a gift, if you're really hung up on sentimental value.
Make a charm for me? You do that?
Sure, why not? I don't want you to be alone your whole life. Besides, this happens to be a talent of mine. It'll be really, really cute, so you'd better wear it.
Hilda the...
Sure.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't just accept a gift for nothing, though. I'll make one for you, too, if you'll teach me how.
Oh.
And I'll put plenty of feeling into it, so when we exchange them, it will really mean something.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I'll gladly teach you how, but make me something cute, okay?
I'll see what I can do.
I think... Whew, that's it for supports. Holy cow, guys. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. I'm still really frustrated about this. Man, it sucks. It sucks. Oh well. We'll deal with it another time. Like I said before, I will be hitting the, whatchamacallit, the Black Eagles alternate route eventually. Not in a Let's Play though. Won't be doing that at all. I'll be doing it on my own time, just like all the other paths. Just don't have time to put in 100+ hours for 3 more playthroughs. It's just too much. It's just too much to put on my channel. But next time we'll be taking on Shambhala. 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 I don't know how to pronounce that word. I think it's Shambhala. Anyway, that's all. So, hopefully you're all having a good day. Take care. And I'll get you next time.